Shalom, let's start getting all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, the honors to the apostles, elders, great millstone. Citation to the oath elect, this pushing the truth, cost the folk on earth and truth, sincerity, charity. And his exalted name, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, and his teaching in name, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua. Alright, I just want to get to sit down, just going to about, bring some scriptures, going to about, how these guys on ITR are putting out madness about Babylon the Great being the Vatican, and you got another group out there, I think it's in Detroit, that broke off a Great Millstone, saying the spirit is in your belly. So that just tells you that once you break off on Great Millstone, which the Lord Yahweh Shai, he was, the spirit, his spirit resides, is with Great Millstone, not with no other camp or guys that break off do their own thing. You got to stay under the order and what's set up, and just keep teaching, and stay under the right doctrine. Don't go off the doctrine, the sound doctrine that you was taught by the apostles. Start with Apostle Hard on down, that that been teaching this truth so many years and bringing out the knowledge, and then you start talking madness that's not in the scriptures. You start doing what it says in Revelation 22. You start adding and taking away from the word, and the scripture says when you do that, you'll get destroyed for that. Matter of fact, let me get it. I don't have a key up right here, but let me get it though. Revelation 22. It's on Revelation 22 and 18. For I testify unto every man that heareth the words of the prophecy of this book, if any man shall add unto these things, Yahweh shall add unto him the plagues that are written in this book. So I said Revelation 22 something like, if you add unto anything, that's not it's not part of the scriptures, not part of the prophecies, understanding of it, then you're gonna get plagued with demons. The Lord Yahweh gonna plague you with demons and trouble upon you. Alright? Verse 19. And if any man shall take away from the words of the book of this prophecy, Yahweh shall take away his part out of the book of life, and out of the holy city, and from the things which are written in this book. So that them guys in ITR and other guys that broke off for Great Millstone, they out of the book of life. They don't line up with the scriptures. They are part of the book of the dead. So once they start teaching madness about the missiles not being, the arrows not being the missiles, the nuclear missiles and so forth, other things that I heard, or saw, brothers putting up, videos about, guys that broke off of GMS teaching other things that's not part of the scriptures, from what they learned. So that's what's gonna happen to them, and that's what happened to them right now. No, they're not in the book of life no more. They're in the book of the dead. So they are cast out, from the Lord, from the Lord. So from now on, go back to First Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of the devil. So that with ITR and other guys that broke off, they giving heed to these spirits, these demon spirits, and they giving heed. They giving heed to these doctrines. As I've been out here for Esau, a mind is being persuaded to teach that and not stick with what the apostles, the apostle hauled down, the man, uh, that was teaching this truth for so many years, like 30 something plus years. Now they're giving heed to the doctrines of Esau and not to the doctrine of the Lord. Yeah, about Shai, start with apostle hauled down. The spirit is resting with great millstone, and they are giving heed to doctrines of the so-called white man, these devils, and what they put out there, and bringing that out. So, and that's not part of the scriptures. And like I said, about Revelation 22, they're gonna be destroyed, for that. So from there I'll go to the next verse. 1 Timothy 4:2, speaking lies in a hypocrisy, having a conscience seared with a hot iron. So now these guys speaking lies, and their mind is seared with a hot iron. They are they just going with what these devils putting out there. Doctrines of devils, like I said, these different doctrines that's out there. They putting that out there, and not teaching what they've been taught, from the apostles. Now their mind is seared with a hot iron to where they can't. They're just stuck in their ways. Let's put it like that. They're just stuck in their ways with what they teaching and not really repenting. Saying that they going off on scripture. They just like I said, persuaded. They are they're just going along with what they hear and not really taking heed to them having demons on them. Like, they just got demons on them, and they not knowing that they going off. They just don't see it that they going off. And the Lord could do that to you. He could just take that spirit from you and plague you with demons in your mind, and take that light away from you in your mind, your spirit, and have you back in darkness and bringing out these different false doctrine that's not part of the scriptures. So from there, I'll go to I want to say, yeah, 2 Timothy 4:3. For the time will come when they will not endure sound doctrine. So the times we in the last days. The guys didn't endure sound doctrine because they bringing out different doctrine. They couldn't take rebuke. Came against the apostles and so forth, and got kicked out. But after their own lust shall they heap to themselves teachers having itchy ears. So these guys now are just having itchy ears to different other doctrines that's not part of the scriptures, and they giving heed to it, and it's just leading them to just straight darkness and madness now. It's just bringing out madness, and those guys that still with ITR, that's still with them guys, they gonna get destroyed with them. They don't leave Nazariah and get away from them. But on this verse, 2 Timothy 4:4, and they shall turn away from their ears from the truth, and shall be turned into fables, and shall be turned it into fables. So that's what's going on. They turn their ear away from the truth. They stop taking heed to the apostles. They stop teaching doctrine that was given unto them from the apostles on down and the elders of great millstone. Now it is turning their ears to fables and the things that they knew was lies out there. They're going right back to it. It's like a dog going back to his vomit. The shit that you was showing it wasn't the truth, and you showing the truth in the scriptures, getting the breakdown, understanding all that. Now you turn back to your vomit, back to these false doctrines and favors out there that Esau put out, the so-called white man put out there. So like I said, like I said, the Lord Yahweh shot took the spirit away from you, spirit away from Nazariah and all these other guys that was in Great Millstone, and now they're just in darkness now. The light is gone off their mind, from their spirit. So thinking with that, I just want to. So yeah, that's all. I just want to bring that out. Just want to bring out scriptures. The scriptures is going to like, you know, what can happen if you break off. I'll take heed for myself. I'm breaking off. From this branch and vine. Sticking to it, and pray to Yahweh Shem Shai to keep the spirit on you, and pray on Yahweh Shem Shai to keep dealing with you and take these demons that you might have away. Take and just give you strength to endure. But I just want to bring that out. So with that, I like to give all praises and honor. I like to give all praises again to Yahweh Bashir Shai, and double honor to the apostles. That was a great millstone. Salutation to the hopeful elect. Just push the truth across the four corners of the earth, and to the sincere Achaean brothers, and to the sincere few sister Aquaf sisters that's out there, listening, and to the brothers, keep pushing this truth, and keep enduring, and pray to Yahweh Shai keep the spirit on you to, keep this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, and keep it and retain it, and with that, I say shalom.